and welcome to the kitchen. My name is Rachel and today's video is sponsored by Mr. Kipling's Exceedingly Good Cakes. There's 6 caramel tarts in here and we've had them before and they are lovely. So I don't know if they're new, but they're new to me. And you might even get Wilson on camera here. Look, Wilson's very interested. Wilson gives his seal of approval to the Bakewell tarts. So I'll show you what they look like. I'm not going to eat one now because I haven't had my dinner yet, but Wilson no doubt will have a bit of one, not now, but when I have mine. Oh gosh, I'm not getting them out of the packet, it's too awkward. There you go, that's what they look like. So, thank you Wilson, now go away, come on, go away, you've had your bit in the limelight. Say hello, say hello. Say hello. He's been very naughty. I've been out for 3 hours and I get back and he's completely destroyed a cushion and now he's trying to destroy one of my props, which is coming up as soon as he goes away. So why am I wearing a pashmina? A pashmina? Why am I wearing a fascinator? Oh, get off. You never get in videos, so I'll let you stay here because you're so cute. My husband went to a wedding on Saturday and I didn't go. I was invited to the evening, but he went for the whole day and I didn't go to the evening because I thought by the time I get there, it's in an awkward place. I don't drive and I know he'd been in the pub from like 11:30 in the morning. So I thought he's going to be pickled and I'm just going to get irritated. So I didn't go to the wedding, but apparently it was really, really good. But before he left, he was like, he wore the suit that he wore to my son's wedding, and he was wearing a waistcoat and he had on a tie and then a hanky. And he was like, do you think the hanky looks too much? And I'm like, yeah, you don't want to look like the father of the bride and that. I said, I do. But anyway, then I remembered that we had a tie pin. So we got rid of the hanky and he put the tie pin on. And I don't know when I bought him that tie pin, but he's never ever wore it. And we even had to Google whereabouts do you put a tie pin on. So anyway, he looked really nice and smart and everything. But I thought to myself, why do you even, why do we get worried about when you're going to a wedding? I mean, my main thing is, I don't want to go to a wedding and someone's wearing the same dress as me. That, to me, would be like, a bit of a nightmare. But I remember the problems I had when my son got married, my oldest son, and I just didn't find a dress that I liked at all. And I ended up selling it after the wedding because I just didn't like it. I would never wear it again. But, I did look like the mother of the groom. And this is the fascinator that I wore. And I don't suppose anyone ever remembers that went to the wedding what I was wearing at the wedding, unless they look at the wedding photos. But I thought, why do we get because I said to him, because he was worried about what he looked like with his hanky and that, I said, no one takes any notice of you. The only people they ever remember is the actual bride, really. Not going to remember what the bridegroom wore even, are you? You might remember the bridesmaids or the colour of the bridesmaids' dresses. But anyway, the whole point of this is, if you want to be remembered as a mother of the groom, or mother of the bride even, because no, I don't think, I can only remember weddings that I've been to, one mother of the bride, and what she wore was a great big hat, and it was a massive hat. It was literally huge, and it had real flowers on it, or in my head it had real flowers on it. I just remember it being a really big hat, and I remember walking downstairs after her and nearly getting taken out by this hat. So, I don't know why we get so, but I spent, when my oldest son got married, I spent forever looking for a dress for that wedding, and I kept buying dresses and like a matching jacket and things, and then taking them back. And in the end, I mean, everyone said it was a lovely dress, but I wasn't happy with it. I never kept it, but I did keep the dress that I bought for my youngest son's wedding, and that was a winter wedding, and I still love it to this day. And I've actually wore it when I can get into it, because my weight fluctuates. So when I can get into it, I wore it maybe 6 months ago. So yeah, and I kept that, and that was back in 2016. But anyway, so that's my message to anyone that's going to be mother of the bride or mother of the groom. Don't get too stressed, because everyone's looking at the bride, not you. So maybe that's not much comfort, I don't know. I do remember one mother of the bride, what she was wearing. No, I don't remember what she was wearing, but I remember she was really, really grumpy, so I remember her. But apart from that, and my friends whose mum had a great big hat, I don't remember anyone. So, you know, and I've been to quite a few weddings in my time. So this was the fascinator that I wore for my son's wedding, and I kept that. I didn't keep the bag. I did sell that on eBay. That was, and I really liked it, but I got drink on it. It was a silk Ted Baker bag, and I got a bit of drink on it, so I sold it. Not for very much, but I sold it on eBay. So when I used to do eBay, now I can't be bothered. I'm so lazy. I bought this jumper today. I've been to Tesco's. I don't know if I've already said. I've tried to do this video about 5 times, and Wilson keeps jumping up at me. But I bought this today, and it's from Tesco, and I think that's a nice jumper. I've got a thing about bows, but that could also be like my Christmas jumper, couldn't it? So yeah, so I was really pleased, because I went to Tesco's a couple of weeks ago, and I have to get a bus there, and they had that jumper, but they're not in my size, but they had it in pink, but I'm not keen on pink. So yeah, so I went back today, and they've got it in my size. They haven't got anything else in my size. They've got loads of lovely jumpers there, but yeah, you can't buy, it's annoying, you can't buy Tesco's clothes online anymore. And I used to think you could through Next, but I don't think you even can through Next. So what else was I going to tell you about? Hedgehog watch. So we're getting there. We are getting there. I've got a photo coming up of a bit of a hedgehog. I think it's a bit of a hedgehog. It might be a baby hedgehog. But I've got a photo coming up of what perhaps is a hedgehog. And then I was coming home from the dog walk the other day, and I found what I thought was a hedgehog on my doorstep. So you can see from a distance how you would think that was a hedgehog. It's actually a pine thing off my winter wreath on my door, so that's got to be stuck on. But yeah, so I'm getting there with the hedgehog. I've also think I've found a hedgehog lair, so I've got a photo of that coming up. I might put the photos at the end, or I might just cut the screen in half and put the photos. Let's see how we go. So what else was we going to talk about? So we've talked about hedgehogs. I have got some alternative headwear video coming up for the mother of the bride. If you do want people to remember you at the wedding, I've got that coming up. And photograph, I've got a photograph of Wilson's sister, and I've got a photograph of Wilson's mother. Now I'm not going to tell you which is which, but if you could put in the comments who you think is Wilson's sister and who do you think is Wilson's mother. So I finally got them, because they were at the wedding, the owners of Wilson's mum and sister. So I said to my husband, make sure you get photographs. So there we are, and they look just like Wilson. So yeah, if I didn't tell you, I've been out for 3 hours, because by the time I get a bus to Tesco's, get a bus back from Tesco's, the big one with, you know, the clothes, I'm out of the house for about 3 hours. I've been out of the house for 3 hours, and he's destroyed one of the cushions that I bought from Tesco's last time I went. So yeah, and he didn't even come and say hello to me when I come in through the door. He barks like mad when his dad gets home, but I don't even get a bark. But people have said to me that might be because he's got the hump, that you've been out for so long, which 3 hours isn't very long, but yeah, it obviously is for him. So he hasn't been left on his own for such a long time, for quite a while. So yeah, so he's took it out on me. So anyway, without further ado, I'll give you, oh, and I have to say, in the video coming up, the alternative headwear, there will be flashy lights. So disclaimer on your eyes, or for your eyes. Anyway, thanks all for watching. Hope everyone's well. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll be back soon. Bye. And of course, if you wanted to really stand out as the mother of the groom or the mother of the bride, you could always wear this. And what it does is it lights up. You can remove this part, and then you've got a lovely, also nice for the bridesmaid. So do let me know what you think. So this is actually my head torch, and then a shower cap on the top. Rather fetching. Wear that as the mother of the bride or mother of the groom. No one will forget you. So anyway, thanks all for watching.